Hey, thanks for clicking on another bonus feature spotlight, guys. Crazy. I'm Joe Bereta. Let's go for a ride. Expanding on the universe of Robert Ludlum's novels, the Bourne Legacy stars Jeremy Renner as Aaron Cross, another genetically enhanced black op who's caught dealing with the mess that Jason Bourne, played of course by Matt Damon, left behind in the first 3 Bourne films. In one of Legacy's memorable sequences, Renner finds himself wrestling with a wolf because, you know, being a professional black op is the kind of career path that could lead to such a situation. And though he was never anywhere close to real danger, the sequence plays out in frightening realism, achieved by a mix of practical, digital, and animatronic effects. Check it out.
Action.
There's a whole wolf sequence in the film. 6-7 months before we started shooting, we started thinking about it and coming up with strategies.
There was a lot of early conversations about how we were going to do this. They had a very specific idea of how they wanted this whole sequence to go. So our biggest challenge was really trying to take the material that they gave us and bring it to life. We did a lot of wolf casting. We brought real wolves down for Tony and Pat and Frank to look at, and we looked at hybrids. Hybrid is an animal that's half wolf, half dog. The hybrids give us the advantage for certain shots. For example, if we're shooting over the back of the animal to the actor, a wolf is not great at tolerating the camera being right there over his back. And so the hybrid animals look close enough to the wolves where we can get away with that. And so it's a very useful tool for us to have.
Easy. Okay. Watch it. Good state. Watch that state.
For this sequence, we trained for about 6 weeks. We did about half that time in Los Angeles, where these wolves live, and half our time up here. We had to get them up here to get them acclimated to the weather and the area and the smells.
Good boy.
It is a food reward system. They're all eating 3+ pounds of meat every single day.
I'm just warming it up because it's frozen. It's a little more tasty. All right, good.
I mean, with any wild animal, you can never take the wild out of them. But they learn to work, and somehow they like the challenge of it.
All right, good boy.
So we're going to go into a full lockdown here. We can bring our wolf out.
Party is out.
The gray is beautiful, beautiful animals. And to be in that kind of setting with them, too, it's really great. Aaron is face-to-face with a wolf. But he has a really, really fun stunt, and there's one I got to do, which was really cool. And there's the guys that I trust, so they say, "You ready to go do it?" I'm like, "I'm ready." I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Nice snarl, though. One of our hero wolves that we use, named Harley,
Good boy, Harley.
has a very good relationship with one of the trainers, and they actually wrestle around and play a little bit. So with the right camera angle and the right attitude with everything, it actually looks like they're fighting and wrestling. But as soon as he gets up, he turns around and jumps on Chris and licks him, and he gets his treat. They're just playing.
Cutting! I'm tired. I got to wrestle the fake ones and the animatronic one. They obviously wouldn't let me wrestle the real wolf.
We were asked to come down and look at a sequence of the movie where a wolf gets snared and is hanging upside down by its back leg, and that's something that a real wolf wouldn't be able to do. So we tried some tests. They decided that we would build a hydraulic animatronic wolf that has leg movement, body movement, head movement, snarls, to mimic the real wolves. Matching animals is always very, very difficult. Your eye is very forgiving. You say, that looks pretty good, the colors look good, but then you photograph them next to each other and go, ooh, that's not quite right yet. So you visit them as often as you can to get as good a match as possible. It takes 4 puppeteers to manipulate the wolf. One person is doing the head and body movement and getting all that writhing around, and then one person does all the leg movement, and then 2 people that are doing the face and jaw combination. You'd never know how it's really going to work until you get it out there. You just cross your fingers that everything goes well.
Ready, and action!
We kind of used everything in the bag. We had real wolves and animatronic wolves and computer-generated wolves. There isn't one technique that we haven't used.
This was a really challenging project from the start, and everybody's performed great. It's a fantastic bunch of people to work with, and the wolves have been great.
It's just beautiful, stunning imagery. Pretty awesome.
Thanks for watching. And just to be clear, Bonus Feature Spotlight's official stance on the preceding clip is that no real wolves or actual Jeremy Renners were harmed in the making of that piece. For Bonus Feature Spotlight, I'm Joe Bereta. Thank you for watching Universal Pictures All Access. Get the most out of your movies. All right, you guys, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and if you want to see more, click on one of these other videos. And also, the little subscribe button that's floating somewhere around here. You find it. You're an adult.